Hello everyone, so in this tutorial I wanted to show you how to set up Android Studio for Windows, macOS, or Linux. Now if you're on a Chromebook, you're going to need to use the Linux mode to be able to do Android Studio, which is a great possible option, but not every Chromebook is going to be able to support it. I said this before in previous videos, but I want to make sure I reiterate that. Um, and so basically, when you're installing Android Studio, you're going to want to go to this developer.android.com/studio. Maybe this will be a little bit different of a link. It might be different, but if you search up Android Studio install, you should be able to find it. So I'm doing Android Studio Giraffe right here, and the installer takes a while to install. It's a pretty big file, so don't be surprised if it takes a long time to download and then open and things like that. It's pretty hefty. So right here it says welcome to Android Studio setup, everything. Um, Now, just to save size, I don't recommend installing the Android virtual device. This is for running the Android emulator. Maybe if you want that, you could install it, but it just takes up, you can see that takes up about a gigabyte. I don't need that. And then you can install it. We do not need the virtual device for FTC. It's not useful particularly. So here I am installing it, and it's just going through all the processes. It's installing a few different things. So while this is installing, I'm going to go over a few more details. So in Android Studio, there's likely to be another video that's going to be explaining things about how to install a different SDK, because sometimes when you install or when you're working in FTC, you need a different SDK version, and so I'm going to be showing you how to fix that error if you ever run into that issue with FTC. But make sure you're using the latest version of Android Studio when you're developing it in FTC. And it's not trivial to update it. Like, it's not super easy to update it. You need to really like look and see and download like the new version of Android Studio if yours happens to be out of date, which it probably is. So yeah, you can download that. So you can see my installation was successful, but there is a second part to this installation. This is the user profile setup. So I'm going to help you through that right now. Oh, my user profile is actually out here. Um, then in that case, I will make it in a different video. So thank you so much for watching and happy coding.